Okay, guys, fantastic. I think you can now see my screen. I hope everybody's well. We're going to be doing this every week at this time of the evening. Well, it's evening here in the UK, but I guess that I think that in Australia it's midday. I think so. We're trying to reach some different zones across the world. Hope everybody's going well. We're going to start by giving a bit of a disclaimer. Like I said earlier, we are recording to YouTube. We're not in the slightest financial advisors. We're just here geeking out on code, trying to build a decent trading strategy. As I said, I'm joined here with Vlad and William and Lloyd. And we're, like I said earlier, they're not in the slightest financial advisors either. We're just here trying to find some good results on back testing and forward testing results. Be careful, guys. There is a lot of fake Davids, lots of fake Vlads. As Bitcoin pumps and dumps, we tend to get more or less fake David. So be careful. I will never ever reach out to you and ask you for money, Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency or even cash at that. Everything that anybody says, they'll give you 2 Bitcoin back for 1. It's definitely not me. Yeah, so just thought I'd give that as a little bit. And as I said earlier, we are recording on YouTube and on Twitter so that people can come back and see this afterwards. If anybody has any questions, like I said earlier, this is a community chat. Please interrupt at any point. We're here to answer questions. That's the whole point of us jumping in. Some of us in the group have been extremely profitable thanks to the strategies. Some are finding it a little bit more difficult. So we're here to answer any questions that you may have. So today we have a bit of a different agenda. This is the first time we've been on this time in the evening, like I said, for a long time. So what we thought we'd do is we'll jump in and kind of have a chat with anybody who wants to talk about strategies. But at the same time, we have another developer and also a community member who's going to be here. Vlad's going to present him in a couple of seconds. He's going to be here. He's going to be coding a indicator once a week, and then I'm going to be transforming it into a strategy. And Vlad's going to be doing a bit of optimizing. So yeah, that's going to be the schedule. William, during the week, he's going to be presenting the new trigger trade, where you'll be able to connect as well, and he'll be doing live streams for that as well in the week. So guys, I'm going to pass the mic over to Vlad. I think you all know Vlad. Vlad, how you going, mate?
All good. Thank you very much. Yeah, I guess everybody's pretty familiar with me, but not at this hour. So, guys, as well, if you wish to chat about Davitech, I'm pretty much hosting daily live streams. You can find the events tab inside Discord. There are daily at different hours. I'm trying to achieve the largest, I suppose, time zone available around the globe.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you wish to speak about Davitech, or if you have any question or want to learn about optimizing, about AI optimization of portfolio, pretty much everything in regards to Davitech, I'll try to answer in that amount of time over the voice chat, or feel free to either chat with me by tagging me inside the general chat, inside the elite chat, or via DMs. However, take care with the DMs, like David said, make sure it's actually me. I will never ask you for a dime, never giving you 2 dimes in exchange for 1 or something like that, never ever. So I would prefer to actually tag me within the general chat, or also the off topic. I believe it's a free zone. So yeah, I'm happy to chat with everybody.
Yeah.
Also, for today, we have something special. I have a member of our community, which I would like to present to you. His name is Julian, Yuli, however it's shorter for you, it's fine for him, I suppose. And he's been deep diving into PineScript for about a week already, and he has a very deep understanding of mathematics. Me and him are trying to cover some of the hardest, I would guess, concepts in trading, and try to transform these into PineScript. So we are trying to achieve something that other people or other, I suppose, communities struggled in understanding rather than delivering the, I suppose, indicator. We are actually trying to understand and, of course, optimize it and transform it into a Davitech strategy, and, of course, deliver it to you guys, also the elite backtesters, in order to optimize and, of course, turn it into beautiful bots like we have currently, more than 1,000 into davitech.com. Thank you very much, the elite backtesters, for that.
Absolutely.
Also, enough introduction. I would like to present to you Yuli. Yuli, how are you? You can either choose to share the application or the full screen. Just make sure if you're share the full screen, you don't share anything private, just so you know.
Guys, I don't think that we're actually streaming to Twitter. I don't think they can hear Discord. Thank you very much to you. Yeah, so the idea, as he said, was we're going to be looking through new indicators that he goes through with his understanding of the market and math. And next step would be for us to kind of put it into the boilerplate and for Vlad to do some optimization on that. Julian is also going to be finding other indicators on the internet, improving them, looking for strategies that we haven't already coded and preparing them so that we can add them to the boilerplate as well. I'm not sure that on YouTube and Twitter if we could hear him talking, so I'll just very, very quickly go through because this is like just for the recording and so on. The AB Kalman is an indicator that he built, and it's not something that's already on TradingView. I think, Vlad, that we couldn't hear the audio on Twitter. Is that right? Or on YouTube?
That's correct. We are
Yes.
trying right now to approach the idea of more difficult indicators that have been not made yet, at least to our research. If it's available, I'm very sorry about this statement.
No. So yeah, so I think you guys can still see my screen. So what the idea is that I'm just going to literally paste the indicator into the boilerplate, which I've started up here, around here, into the boilerplate version 8. And then I'm going to go through the code, which you'll be able to see very quickly over here. Which, if Julian's here, if you'd like to go through anything in the code that you've already gone through, or maybe anything you want to explain on in the code exactly on, are we good? Just continue to go through and add it to the boilerplate. No. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
So I'm guessing the Hearst that works out the regime of the market as the Hearst expedient, which allows us to work out whether we were going in a sideways market or a trending market.
The green or the red.
Which is the green or the red in the background. And then we have our trend indicator here, which is what did you say the trend indicator was? Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Then, okay. 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 Okay, so the mix of those have created this indicator and this code that he's been working on this week. And we're just going to copy it over into the boilerplate and we're going to try and find some good settings. Guys, have you got any questions that you'd like to ask? I see that Mr. Apex is muted. Just put them in the chat and we'll quite happily unmute anybody who's muted maybe. Having some issues with strategy AI. Okay. Can someone please fix my access? I will fix them whilst Vlad is optimizing. That way we get two things done at the same. Sign Marco and Algo bot scalper. I will have a look as well. Just tell me what the problem is. I only have free access. Okay, I'll fix both of them whilst Vlad's optimizing the strategy. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go over, we're going to take this code here from here all the way that Julian's been working on this week. And we're going to put it into the boilerplate. So I'm not going to use the actual, we just want up to here, not even there. We just want up to here. We don't need the dashboard. We will need the plots. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're going to take that and we're going to paste that into our code here, which is this one here. Let's add the boilerplate over here. As you can see, I've been playing around with it whilst we were talking. Boilerplate version 6, which was version 6. I think it was this one or this one here. Let's go these two. And we're going to put them into the boilerplate and start back testing this baby. 7.0. Anyway, I think that I've. Okay, guys, this is taking forever to load. So started playing on this a couple of seconds ago, just as we were jumping into the stream. So I'm going to go over to the code here, click here, and if you would kindly open the code. Why does it TradingView always bug when I want to talk about code on streams? Okay, let's go. So what I've done is I've copied it over here to start, and it's still, there we go. Right, okay, we're good. I'm going to go down to the edit section here, and we're going to copy the code into here. As you can see, I did actually start doing it already. We have some of the basic indicators already in there, which is the T3 and the stiffness, which I put into all of the indicators to test at the very, very beginning. And as you can see, I started to put the code in here. And as soon as this is done, I'm going to push over to Vlad, and Vlad's going to start trying to find some good settings. Right, okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to save and add to charts. Let's leave that to save and add to charts. And whilst that's going on, I'm going to... Hi, operator. How you going, mate? Nice to see you. I'm going to save this. There was one error very quickly. Save that. There shouldn't be any errors. We're going to leave it to compile for a couple of minutes. Vlad, I've sent to you via DM the code. If you don't mind just putting it onto your chart and start optimizing.
On it.
I guess that would be the best idea. Okay, mate. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, from default settings, we have not great setups. Well, we have no real trades currently at the moment. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Vlad, who's going to start optimizing the strategy. First of all, I'm going to say hello to everybody. Hi, Chris, how you going? Algo, how you going? Obviously, Mark already said hello. Nice to see you all. Anybody else in the chat, just say hi, and we will go through this. Now, like I said, this is the first time we're going to do this. I'm going to try and do it every week because I honestly would like to try and get back to the point where we're actually adding new strategies in. I think it is important, like I said in the last meeting, somewhere around here. I did feel as though I was doing very, very well until December. December came, and then I realized that we do actually need more strategies. We need different thinking about different ways of optimizing, not only optimizing, sorry, different ways of trading, mean reversion, different people that are not just the NNFX that we are currently trading. So I am looking for more strategies in the future to try and find strategies that are less correlated to what we currently have, so that we don't go through December like we did December. Guys, right, okay, I think that Vlad's just shared his chart, if I remember rightly.
Yep.
Are you shared on Discord as well, sir?
I'm going to open up right now Discord as well.
And while you're doing that, I will stop sharing my screen so that I can sort out Marco's problem.
No problem.
Okay, let's go and have a look.
Okay,
I'm no longer sharing.
Should be good. I hope everybody can actually see my screen now.
Yeah, all good.
Good, perfect. So, guys, pretty familiar, I believe, everybody here with the David Tech strategies and scripts. Make sure you do enable the hide welcome message after you actually read it. And of course, the optimizer mode, because you want it to be a little bit faster. You don't want all of the lines and everything to be shown and processed, of course, the tables and everything. Just want the things to be as simple as possible. So, going to the boilerplate right now. First things that I always do is just run like very, very fast through it just to see if anything is weird. For example, I'm seeing like a moving average of 2000 or something very crazy that shouldn't be here, which is limiting me to have a lot of trades. Going through extremely quickly, and I'm going to also show you where exactly I usually look where people actually get stuck the most, I would say. So nothing so good, everything is perfect. Dynamic leverage, I would consider to actually not use it currently, just because, let's just say, for the sake of the beginners, we are going to use the classic leverage. So you do expect exactly how much you are going to win. There is nothing too dynamic, I would guess, because again, using leverage is something very dynamic. Make sure you do understand how leverage works before you actually use it. Also, very important to use this function, no matter the leverage type used, to block the trades if the liquidation is before the stop loss. That's a very important security function to achieve the relationship between the exchange and TradingView in a matter of, for example, within the same candle, you would both be liquidated and then the price will return back into your between take profit and stop loss. It could happen because TradingView calculates everything beyond the candle close. Everything could happen within the same candle. You would be actually liquidated in the exchange, but you'll still be trading on TradingView. So that's actually very, very important to turn it on. Anything else? Moving a little bit further, we are not using martingale again, like the leverage. Make sure you do understand how martingale works before actually using it. And everything beyond that should be turned off as a default. For example, I'm trying to achieve the maximum trades possible, just so I would have the trades to actually cut by optimizing. Also, bots currently do not like the multiple take profit levels. I think they are going to be supported in the very near future. But at the moment, for the sake of the beginners, we are going to not use the multiple take profit levels. Then we do have the T3. Oh, sorry, David.
Yeah, I'd just like to add that the multiple take profits now is the bots don't, but obviously with Trigger Trade and also the new David Tech, Strategy Factory, multiple take profits do work.
Perfect.
It's just the backtesting results are not particularly. You can't rely on them because obviously, as you know, each level is. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, Vlad, but anyway, I'll just go and very quickly finish. Each level is considered a win. So if you hit the first level, that's considered as a win, and that could inflate your win rate. So now I'll shut up and let you carry on. Sorry, mate.
No problem. I'm still stuck in the time with the copy bots and simple bots,
All good.
So far, like David said in the beginning, he has added T3 just as an extra confluence as main indicators. So you can see it's actually added and it's actually in use. We are going to see if that's actually helpful or it's actually cutting me a lot of trades. And then it starts with our indicator. Of course, it doesn't have a title because it's just like a copy paste next to the main strategies, but I'm pretty familiar with the T3 and I could tell you guys this is where it ends. Then, as I said earlier, I have my new indicator right here, which I have no experience whatsoever. Just I've been assisted in I've been assisting in building it, but I haven't pretty much optimized it. So you have to bear with me on that. Then we would also have the stiffness as well. I would like to keep it unchecked, just like here the T3, because again, I'm aiming to get the most trades possible. And there you go. I just achieved like 10 times my trades. Now I'm sitting at close to 500 trades. I'm going to check later if it's actually because of the settings or maybe this particular strategy doesn't like the T3. Then we have the Botify logic in case you would like to have like an external indicator. Also, then we have the extra confluence as in the range filter, the enable the RSI as in the big extender logic to trade the other way around. Hurst exponent, it's a little bit different than the ones we are using. So you can definitely have them both enabled because they're coded differently. KRPD, that's something that for some reason I'm not really finding any good settings in particular. It could be the logic that it only works on coins that are actually very small in like under 0.00 value and so on. Okay. Then we have the ADX and the DA for direction. Just make sure you're using either only the ADX or ADX and the DA for direction at the same time. Heikin-Ashi overlay, just in case you would like to trade them in trade the strategy in the Heikin-Ashi logic to have a flat bottom for a long and for a long and a flat top for a short. Because we are always trading with normal candles, make sure to always use the normal ones, not the Heikin-Ashi or Renko or anything else. Then we would have the volume confirmation. We have the TDFI right here, either version number 1, which means that only this field here and these two over here would actually do anything. Or if I was to select the version number 2, the fields below would be actually activated, like it says over here, the version number 2. Then the money flow index, which I'm not very lucky with it, but still I'm trying it just to see if it works or not. I've seen multiple people with success on that, so that's why I'm not excluding it, definitely not at all. Flat market, a very good indicator. Just make sure you do use the static, the VWMA, and sometimes the DEMA. The DEMA has been very, very good with indicators and, of course, the scripts as well. VWAP, very easy. Keep them on close and try the values 1, 2, and 3. Volume flow, a very good indicator as well. Just a little bit hard because it could get you to something crazy if you're actually optimizing the coefficient and the cutoff. Me personally, I'm just optimizing the length and that's it. Bollenberg power, very useful indicator, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes I'm disabling the weekend, just so I would know if the coin itself it's more active, whether the stock market is also active from Monday to Friday, or I'm just running in 24 hours, depending if I wish to check my bots here and there over the weekends as well. And that would be the pretty much full run of the David boilerplate and what I'm checking just to see if something is broken. So far, I have pretty much deselected everything and I'm pretty much ready to jump into the optimization. Are there any questions? Can anybody confirm me at the moment?
We're all good, Vlad. We're just going through how to upgrade everybody.
Awesome. I've seen some questions over the strategy factory as well. So if you wish, David,
that's what I mean. That's what I'm sorting
address
out.
this, I'll be more than welcoming you to take over the microphone at any time.
Yeah, we're all good. We're just sorting them out as we go. I think there's a little bit of a cache problem, but if anybody's struggling, I've just put a link in there called whoop.com/strategy factory -free upgrade. That's the upgrade for the OG members. And what it does is it validates using Whoop. So you'll be able to log in with that. Yeah, that's just, that was it really, to be honest. I'm just looking now for Marco because it says that he says he's free still. I'm looking now.
Okay, I'm glad that everybody gets fixed. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to start very, very quickly. So one thing that I do enjoy doing is start with the main indicators. Then I will jump into the take profit logic. And of course, the stop loss, depending on it, if it's either the stop loss and the take profit or the take profit and the stop loss. I'm going to explain exactly which to actually consider first. And then, of course, the extra filters as of a slight fine tune, as I wish to call it. So starting with the very main indicators, I'm going to check very, very quickly if the T3 is actually any helpful for me. I'm going to try some other values for the length of the T3. But in my opinion, if I'm dealing with 25 trades at the very beginning, the situation won't improve that much. So I'm just going to disable it. 48 trades and the equity curve starts to look very good. I mean, I'm having expectations for this one. I'm still trying to aim for some higher amount of trades, because if I'm going to apply some extra filters on top of the 48 total trades in a matter of a 2-hour chart with a history of about 5 years, I mean, of course, the trades would be very, very limited. So I'm going to try, for example, a 50 and then 100, then 150, and then I can consider if I'm going to ditch the T3 or move forward with it. No, it doesn't make any significant improvements. So I think I'm going to have it disabled for now. Also, can we appreciate how fast TradingView is this evening?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty fast. So, interesting. Let me just return back to the official settings. Cool. So total trades 550. Then let's jump into the stiffness as well, which is one of the most interesting indicators in my opinion. 200, but still the equity curve doesn't look that good. I'm going to try a higher length. If I'm not getting anything better, either more trades or starting to look better in the equity curve, I'm going to not use it, or maybe return a little bit later into it. And of course, remember that I actually used the T3 length and of course the stiffness length. Let me try just a 200, because again, I do not like the idea of like 100 and something trades. For now, we can definitely say that we can actually disable the stiffness and the T3, and of course return a little bit later into those two. Then let's start with the, let's move forward with the main indicator of my strategy, because I cannot disable it. I must use it. Of course, that's mandatory. I'm not seeing any major movement. Let's just keep it like a value and that's it. Let me try quickly a 50 to see if there is any improvement. Now let's just move with like a 20, just keep it as a default in the moment. Let's see the Hearst and the FTI. I have the length over here. So the default will be a 30. I'm trying a 50. Okay, a little bit better. I also have a lot more trades. Let me just, no, it's still very, very similar. Let me try a 100 and then we can return to like maybe the default and still move forward. No, still no huge improvement. Let me just, I think it has a maximum of 100. That's why it didn't let me do the 200. Let's just move forward with the indicator overall. The ATR, I would leave it as a default. The 14, that's a default for the ATR. Also, these fields, I think they should be default, because I do remember in the code that the values of the Kalman should be between 0, 1, and 1. That's how we coded it. I mean, that's how Yuli pretty much coded it. And also, if I were... Oh. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. At least you guys are not sleeping, you know? I'm not alone here. Awesome.
Good,
I'm not going to enable the Hearst because that's still just a display. It's not actually using it or not. Again, as you can see here, it says display, so keep it disabled. It's fine. Other than that, let's see to the signals now. So we do have the smoothness and the cooldown. Let's see very quickly what happens if we go to like a 10. Still very similar, so nothing too huge. Okay, getting a little bit better. I'm starting to still cut a lot of trades, which is something that I do not wish that much. Let me try some higher values as well. Okay, getting a little bit better, but still I've cut so many trades right now on, again, like 5 years worth of history with 140-ish trades. That could be a signal of overfitting. The main idea of overfitting would be that I'm actually aiming for certain trades rather than having much more conditions, much more entries. Of course, with the compounding, that's the whole, I suppose, golden nugget is. If I'm actually cherry picking the trades, the conditions for these particular trades either might never happen, or if they were to happen, I actually cherry pick these particular trades rather than pick all of the trades possible within the same interval of possible trades. So let's just keep everything on default for now. Like, I suppose it was, I don't think that was the default. Also, for some reason, TradingView has been extremely buggy. For example, the equity chart, for some reason, it doesn't start from the bottom. For some reason, you can definitely see that it's starting at 15%. I have no clue why. I will need to do like a short refresh for it to actually get the data back. There you go. And yeah, I guess we can actually move forward with the Davidtech extra filters after I am moving back a little bit to the take profit and the stop loss settings. So, like I said earlier, these values are pretty much common. I'm not seeing anything too extreme, nothing like, I don't know, 5 ATR or something like that. The multiplier itself is just a 2.5 multiplier. Right now, I'm going to try to fine tune first the stop loss, just because at the moment I'm currently using the logic of stop loss as in the ATR, and the take profit, it's a risk to reward ratio based on the ATR. So that's why it's actually smart to deal with the stop loss first and then the take profit, because if I was to do the take profit first, I will have more significant changes in the stop loss. So yeah, that's at least how I approach optimizing. So trying very, very quickly the interval of 2.3 and then 2.7, that's like a maximum. And if we don't see any big improvement, we can actually considering just jumping directly into the uh, external, the extra filters from the Davidtech boilerplate. Let's see, the smaller values of 2.5 didn't help that much. Okay, I'm seeing a small improvement. I'm still aiming for the maximum drawdown and at least to be higher than the take profit. So let me just try a couple more values. If not, I'm going to jump directly. Okay, that's actually good. That's actually very good, quite impressive, just by the ATR for the stop loss. Also, I'll be moving next to the RNR. Let me just try a couple more values to see if we actually min-maxed the ATR for the stop loss. Good trick would be, just in case you don't know if it's actually better to aim for the take profit or higher take profit and a smaller maximum drawdown. I would guess that the profit factor has a huge impact towards my decision into keeping the 2.6 or 2.7 or whatever the best it is. So right now in the profit factor, I'm having 1.16. Let's just go below a little bit more. We have 1.17. And then the other one would be 1.04. So these ones were the best ones so far. Let me just try with 2.9. So right now we are having 1.18, 1.16, and 1.17. So definitely the 1.90 was the best. However, the larger the ATR multiplier for the stop loss is, the larger the stop loss would be. So that's not something that I wish. I wish for my trades to be as simple as possible, as small as possible, just because I wish to spend the least time possible in the market when I'm actually trading. So that's why I'm going to actually choose like break even, I would guess you can call it, of the ATR so far, because so far I'm actually having a pretty big stop loss. So I'm actually not seeing any huge improvements from 2.9. So I'm going to keep it as 2.9 for now. Now, the take profit, as I said earlier, it's based on the stop loss. So it's like a ratio applied to the ATR, which is, of course, again, the stop loss. So I'm going to try just a couple of values. You can definitely see that this strategy has a lot of potential. I pretty much disabled everything. I haven't done any change to the original settings. I just moved a little bit the ATR, and there you go. I mean, settings good enough for some people, I suppose, which have like a bare bone to start and build on top of my optimization. But still, still going to try to push it a little bit further. If you guys are still with me, I hope I didn't bore you too much.
Not at all. We're admiring your equity curve, Vlad. I've got to say, you've got to take a couple of seconds just to admire the work you've managed to do in less than 30 minutes. Congratulations. It's brilliant. It's doing
Thank you.
great already.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, it starts to look very good. I mean, I also broke the 100% profit mark. I'm also trading on 1x leverage, so I'm not currently using any leverage. The maximum drawdown looks pretty good as well, 21%. Total trades 401. We do have the win rate of 47. I would have wished to be over 50, but I guess it works. Profit factor 1.21, and of course the equity curve, it's pretty much linear. It trends towards the upside. Let's reveal very quickly the benchmark of buy and hold. Since it's Solana, I think we are under the benchmark, but still I think we are above the current one. What do you think, David? Do you think we are above? Or?
So it's going to be hard to beat, I think. But give it a go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We got it.
Boom. Okay.
Yeah.
As expected. Nah, we're still under the current one as well. So what this guys means is that if you have bought Solana over here, let me just reveal the buy and hold. It means that your portfolio would have looked something like this over time, and you'd still be a little bit higher than our current equity curve. However,
You also
this
gotta
would mean
remember
that you'll take. Oh, excuse me,
Sorry.
David.
No, carry on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That means that you should have taken all of the trades to have this amount. And also that means that, just checking very quickly, you would be subject to minus 70% maximum drawdown.
That was what I was going to say.
Currently,
70% underwater is painful, man. Painful.
exactly. Currently, this one has a mere minus 1% so far, which would be, I guess, at the very beginning, we can see a very small red dot. I believe like the first 2 or 3 trades, or actually, no, it was just the first trade, which was actually a loss. And then right immediately after, we were profitable. Would you have enjoyed to be minus 70% or minus 1%, but still have currently like 2 times less? That's up to you guys. And only with like one, I mean, it was of course the research of actually finding the concept of the Kalman and also the Hearst all together to code it and everything. But overall, the optimization took me like less than half an hour with the explanations and everything included. So yeah, pick a camp, I suppose, the buy and hold or the algo trader of like half an hour. I'll definitely choose the right side. And you guys hopefully get the joke as well, the right one. But
I'm going to take the benchmark, but I'll just take the upside, okay? I don't want no downside. I just want upside on the benchmark.
Exactly. The logic one indeed. So there is definitely a lot of room of improvement. I'm not going to bore you guys with continuing this one in particular. I would definitely wish you guys to try to explore different coins as well. This is just Solana on 2 hours. You can try it over Bitcoin, Ethereum, Mantle, AVAX, Gala, all of the altcoins that you have in mind, and also the good old Bitcoin on different time frames. 30 minutes, I would just start with the 30 minutes, 45, 1 hour, 2 hours, even the 4 if you have the large history, like for example, Bitcoin, Solana, and some of the older stuff. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the indicator so far. Yourself, David, how does it feel like in the first half an hour?
I'm sure that you'll be able to do a lot better, but it looks absolutely amazing. I can't believe how well you've done in half an hour. You've become a real artist, Vlad.
Call me Da Vlad, Da Vinci.
The Vlad. Guys, if you want access to this strategy, we're going to kind of put some kind of competition together. We don't really know the rules yet, but if you'd like access, drop your TradingView name into or username into the voice chat, and we'll invite you throughout the stream. You'll be the only people to get access to this until February. We'll work out some kind of competition for the best settings, and we'll do it every single week. We'll be back here next week on Monday reviewing what Vlad has managed to find during the week, and then we'll do another strategy as well next week as well. But I'm going to manually invite you, so I will. Sorry.
If possible, David, if you could paste this strategy when it's actually released or to deliver it to everyone with these particular settings, I believe that would be great to have something to get started. Again, guys, these are not meant to be traded. These are just optimized without any incubation. They could be overfitted. They could go either way, either in the good or the bad way. It's just having like a rough start for everybody to start optimizing, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I won't be able to put the exact settings. We'll share your TradingView link. Vlad, if you don't mind, you can share your TradingView link. The reason is that I have every time that I update the boilerplates, it means that I have to go back through them and change the settings, which is
No problem.
just way too much work.
Or the optimizer settings file, one of the two.
Yeah, just share your link. I will invite everybody while we're on now. I'm no longer sharing my screen if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I'm going to start inviting everybody in the chat. So we have a couple of people already. And if you want to be entered. Okay, yeah, you're in. Mr. Apex, you're in. I've added you now. Operator, you're in, sir. You should all have a nice alert. Oh, operator, there's lots of operators. Operator, you'll have to. I'm not sure which one you are, mate, because there's lots of them. Operator _ code. Is that the one?
I'll ask you later to add operator. Operator, I'll keep in touch with you.
Okay, no problem. Fantastic. Okay, guys. So a couple of people. I'll just we've got Nelson as well. I didn't see Nelson. There we go. Okay, cool. I'm going to remove your messages as I've done them so that. Let's operator. Haven't done. We got. Yeah. Move message. Yeah. Mr. Apex. We've got gone. Boom. Marco, I promise you I'll find a solution for you. I have no idea why it won't let you in. I'm very sorry. I'm not 100% sure. I'll find a solution for it this evening. And let me try removing your name from the database, and then you try the refreshing. Maybe it's just
also everyone. I would like to ask you if you do like the idea of breaking down the more advanced, I would guess, mathematic concepts or in the economics and everything, and make them possible into PineScript. Also, we had the idea of I would guess the word debunking, it's a little bit hard, but trying to see if some of the traders around the web actually have these golden nuggets indicators that are flying around the web. So if you guys wish to see an indicator made possible as a strategy and even coded maybe together inside the Discord as well, just let us know within the events of the questions and answers for David Tech, either day on certain time zones. You can definitely see over here in the events tab, the time zone is actually optimized to your machines. I just shared the picture inside the voice chat. If you have any suggestions on what do you wish to see exactly, or maybe getting back the sweet old Botify as well to make these indicators possible, just let us know. We are more than happy to show you guys whatever you wish to learn.
Yeah, we're here to help as much as we can. As much as we possibly can. We're here to help as much as we can throughout the streams. I don't think we're sharing screens anymore, are we? We're all good. Yeah, so like I said, we're here as much as we possibly can. Thank you very much, Vlad. Thank you very much to Julian, who I always butcher your name. Sorry, mate. I get now confused. We've gone through three names. I'm no longer sure which one to do. Don't worry.
It's fine.
Julian, is that right? Julian. Okay, we dropped the J. Okay, cool, fantastic. we started off with one and I got totally confused. Don't worry, it took me about a month to remember Vlad's girlfriend's name, so wife's name. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Vlad's the easiest for me. I'm still not sure what my brother down there is called, but anyway. Guys, yeah.
George.
Yeah, George, right. Yeah, so as I said, yeah, congratulations to both of you. It's great to see this. But if you guys would like us to debunk a strategy, even if it's something from the graveyard or ends up in the graveyard like we used to do, we can do that kind of thing. We can optimize. We'll use the optimizer. We'll do it manually. We'll do whatever necessary to not have this. I know that we're going to end up with Decembers like we had December because it's all part of trading. You get red months,
Exactly.
unfortunately. But the problem for me was that not everybody had we were talking about this and me, Vlad and William earlier. It wasn't me that had a bad month. It was everybody that had a bad month because we're all trading exactly the same strategies. So it makes it a bit hard. So I'd like to try and help as much as I possibly can to diversify, to find other strategies, not to save my profit, but so that not everybody's trading exactly the same strategies all the time. I think
Also,
that's sort of.
please continue, David. I thought
No, I was
you.
just saying. I think that was sort of the subject. The line of the conversation we had earlier was
Mhm.
that, Vlad, and I think that's what we need to do. So yeah, any ideas?
Also, I would like to add that multiple strategies have highlighted to pause them within December. Like I showed you
Yes.
guys for the elite backtesters, sometimes the strategies within even the backtest, they speak for themselves to actually pause in certain months. Whenever you see like, okay, so in 2023, 24, 25, they have been not doing too good within December, for example, like in this case, you should definitely try and achieve the idea of maybe pausing within that month. Worst case scenario, you're just keeping a couple of percentages, which hopefully they will happen in the future as well. The best scenario is that actually you have basically filtered a period of raking everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's very important to actually look into the backtesting, but also the live incubation. That's why we are currently having more than 2 years of incubation for some of our strategies. 2023 October, I believe it was a start whenever we have started doing the Elite Backtesters project. So it's very
Yeah.
easy. You just load the strategy, load the chart, or even the website. You do have the performance of the past months. If you see something that happens all over the time within 1 month, just pause it. It's very easy,
Yeah.
just one button away.
Yeah, it is. That's the magic link, but still did not solve it. Okay, Marco's still having problems to log in. I just removed you from the database, Marco. I'm keeping an eye on it as you log back in. So hopefully that will solve the problem. I can see you're in again, and it still says you're a free user. That's weird.
I think you are planning, David, a update towards permissions and everything for tomorrow. So everybody should
I'll
be from
fix
tomorrow
it
evening
anyway. It's
be
just
fixed.
it was just annoying. Yeah, just annoying.
Indeed.
Yeah, I think that is probably the magic link. I think you need to press whoop to try and log in with that. Sorry to mess you around, mate. I will just rename this one again and let you try and log in with whoop instead. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys, for us. Julian, congratulations on your indicator. I very much look forward to seeing how this goes, and I will get your name eventually. He is indeed, yes. Yeah. The wizard. We're no longer
magic
calling him
wand.
Bear, we're calling the wizard. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, guys, we're trying to just come up with some concepts here just to try and help like as much as we can. If anybody's got any ideas, please don't hesitate to let us know. Anything that's helpful, any kind of strategies, mean reversion, those kind of things, we're up for coding them. If you'd like to know how I code with AI, my MCP servers that I use for coding strategies, those kind of things, I can do tutorials, not tutorials, but insider views into that. William's going to be doing William's got a sort of a side hair parting going on at the moment. I don't know if he's kind of fell asleep.
That's stylish.
Yeah, very stylish. Uh, yeah, we're going to be
Got the gel.
we're going to be doing some. William finally got his internet sorted out, so now we're going to be doing some step by steps for Trigger Trade. Is that right, Will? What you'll be doing?
He's
Yeah,
happy.
we
You
have
can tell it.
how to set up Trigger Trade, how to use David Tech strategies on it, how to use non-David Tech strategies. We'll also be going through all the different exchanges, which we'll be going through and installing throughout the years.
Yeah.
Throughout the following year, and how to use MT4, how to use MT5, how to set up AAs, and all of that kind of thing for connections.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Just join, guys. You will not regret it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much more going on in the background. It's unbelievable. Mr. Apex said Opus 4.5 from Claude is the best for PineScript. I agree with you, mate. It's absolutely brilliant, but mix it with some MCP servers and it's absolutely insane. I'll use Claude Code all day with MCP servers for backtesting on TradingView. It does everything from debugging to backtesting. I'd love to share some more of that with you guys
As
well.
of SMP servers, you mean to train it on your own
MCP.
database? MCP, yeah.
MCP, what it is a bit like it's a bit like giving a tool.
I'm not familiar. That's why.
No. It's a bit like if you're an artist giving a paintbrush to Claude. So what you're doing is you're giving access to TradingView to Claude. So what I've done is I haven't really given access to Claude because to TradingView because they haven't got an API or anything like that. But I have built an emulation of TradingView in Python. So it's like it attaches it to a chart and then does the backtest using PineScript. It also debugs to make sure that the code is correct. I don't know if I have an example on here. I don't have a
Wow.
God, this is my streaming computer. I would love to have shared, but yeah. I will next week. It does a debug, so it debugs the code to make sure it works, and then also backtests it as well, and does a high-end, it's not Vlad, but high-end optimization of the strategy. So it does all of that in one prompt. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like an
you can
ending,
backtest any
David.
strategy, yeah. Sorry?
Do you have any news on the AI that optimizes in the background?
Yes, there's. I think that Rudy put a extra tab on the website this week, which is called VPS. You kind of can start seeing these strategies being built on the strategy factory. If you don't see it, I'll ask Rudy to add it today. If you can't see it, sorry, that wasn't great English, but if you can't see it, let me see if I'm logged into strategy factory myself. Strategy factory.
Not there yet.
So, sorry?
It's not there yet. As far as I can see on my account.
I'm not logged in. So yeah.
That's why I asked.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm not logged in. So, yeah. So VPS isn't on the side yet. So I asked Rudy to add it, and there you'll be able to see all of the strategies that are being created by the AI.
Also,
about
as another side
20.
note, David will have more stuff to show on his show on Thursday. This was like a mixed one. So, yeah.
Thursday's going to
The
be
man of the
about Trader Dev mainly. Trader Dev, we're just going to go through Trader Dev, the updates that I'm bringing to Trader Dev. There's been a lot going on in the background for AI on that side as well, so we'll be updating that as well. Guys, if you haven't got any questions, if you have any questions, we're here. If there isn't any questions, we'll leave you to your evening.
Oh, and also, as another side note, on a Wednesday evening, guys, about similar hour like this one, we are going to start doing poker nights as of a game, of course, no real funds, no crypto, no whatsoever. So you might receive an invitation if you are very close because the seats are very limited. So you might want to stay awake sometimes within Discord, and if you see a weird looking like message from me which says invite here to join the poker night table, just don't miss it, because again, the seats are very limited, and it's gonna be fun. We also have quite a few interesting prizes as well.
Cool.
So just
Looking
rewards,
forward to
no
it.
spendings. That's it.
No, yeah. Fantastic. Looking forward to it. I'm going to be watching because I need to brush up on my skills. It's been a while.
Again, no
William used
losses,
to play
just wins from our side. That's it.
Fantastic. Guys, it's nice to be back. Thank you very much for joining us. Jeez, man, my English has gone funny tonight. Bit too late in the evening. It's all that hair, look at it. It's destroying my brain. Way too heavy. Guys, have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much for joining us. If there's no questions, we'll leave you to your evening. Have a wonderful evening, Mr. Apex. Bye, everybody. Take care. Vlad, William.
Goodbye, everyone.
Julian, take care. Have a nice evening. Bye, everybody. Lloyd, bye. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.